Hello everyone, my name is Rygene, and in this video I break down what RWBY Volume 9's release date is, why the volume has been delayed for this long, and when we can expect it. COVID has delayed productions across the entire entertainment industry, so it's no surprise with RWBY as well, especially given that Volume 8 had to take an extended mid-season break after the entire production shifted to working from home before they finished making it. This remains true for Volume 9. Though to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the staff were given the go-ahead to head back into the studio for more than just the necessary motion capture. Now, if you only clicked on this 8-minute video for that one piece of information, what's the release date, I'm not going to waste your time. Volume 9 will release sometime in 2022. There is not a smaller release window than that, all we know at the moment is 2022. However, the team has said this.
So, Volume 9, we're in production. And we're not quite ready to share Volume 9's release date yet. We promise we will the moment we know, though.
And once a more specific release date is revealed, I'll share it in a community post here, as well as on Twitter, so subscribe and follow me so you don't miss out. Regardless of the lack of an exact date, I wanted to make this video because every time I go on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook and see a post from RWBY, everyone's asking in the comments, when's the next season? We don't have an exact date, but we do have a good guess. So this video is to give you what information we have now and when we can most likely expect more. When might they give a release date? The soonest they will likely give a release date is April 1st. Yes, that is April Fool's Day, which is a notoriously bad day for news and announcements. But it is also the Rooster Teeth Company's anniversary. That's unfortunate in hindsight for them, but Rooster Teeth has used it as a day for news in the past. It has always stated that they do not joke on their own anniversary. I think, personally, it is a very real possibility that they announce on April 1st that the release date is July 1st for those who attend their convention, RTX Austin 2022, held in Austin, Texas. As much as they share news on their anniversary, RTX is where the major news and premieres happen. Back in 2013, RWBY Volume 1 premiered at RTX as well, the very first episode of the show. Since then, RTX has been where RWBY's release dates have been announced, but these are unprecedented times. Last RTX at Home 2021, they premiered 2.5 minutes of Volume 9. We've gone a whole 7 months since then with no information, so nobody can really tell when it will come. For a minute, it seemed like they might announce something on the late creator Monty Ohm's birthday, and there was an announcement of some kind, but not for the show proper. There is a Japanese project of some kind being made, including the show's Japanese voice talent. It potentially looks like a what-if alternate universe style of show, but take that with a massive grain of salt. More information on that will be revealed on March 26th. Back in October and November, when Volume 9 normally would have aired, people thought maybe it'll come in early spring. Now it's almost spring and announcements are getting made for external material and not the show proper. I think we're going to have to stick to the normal time-tested releases that Rooster Teeth likes to do. So to repeat that, I believe RWBY Volume 9's release date could be revealed on April 1st. If not, it's likely to be revealed on July 1st at the convention. And if it does come to that point of July 1st, the volume would likely premiere again in late October, early November, to keep the show to the same calendar season as years past. They could also bump up the release to August or September, whatever is early enough that the volume's production wraps before the inevitable holiday break that has always happened, so that there's not this disconnect during the airing of the season and every new episode comes out week by week by week. So that's what we can guess, but what do we actually know? For starters, where is the production pipeline at right now? We know that Volume 9's writing has been finished for a long time, since September of 2020. And according to RT Animation's supervising producer, Laura Yates,
Production's been going well. We actually have a longer production runway on Volume 9 than we typically do, which has allowed some departments to already move on to our next project. For example, we're about to be fully animatic locked on the volume, which is super exciting.
You can think about animatics as storyboards in motion. That was about 7 months ago, and right now, animation is probably not yet finished. Maybe some of the early episodes are done with animation, but not the whole thing. So beyond that, what's going on? As I said, COVID is the main factor for what's taken RWBY Volume 9 so long. I thought at first that they would essentially delay it for double the time of the Volume 8 mid-season break, and probably add more time to avoid crunch. I guess I underestimated that last part. And I am partially worried that the real reason for the delay is one that they simply can't talk about, like another 3D project they're working on or some amount of bad news, meaning that it'll take longer than any of us could know. I remember, and I don't have a reference or source for this, so take it with a grain of salt if you want, but I remember that with Volume 7, 8, and 9 all being greenlit at the same time, some of Volume 9's runtime and budget was put into Volume 8 since the massive story demanded it. This means that Volume 9 would ultimately be shorter, but with a story that doesn't need as much time. And going off of that, what I think is perhaps there came a point where they realized that Volume 9 couldn't be that short, however short that is, and they had to expand the budget to fit the story that they needed to tell, and here we are. And now, the other day, they finally released promotional material for Volume 9, these images. This was actually shown a tad in imagery for RTX 2022, but now we're finally able to see it fully. They've also made it into merch on their store, so we could get information sooner than I've speculated in this video. But I'm not holding my breath. Thank you so much for sticking around for this long. I wanted to make this video again because I see people asking about a release date so much, and if I can help them, I'd like to. I also wanted to try out making a news and information video to flex my journalistic muscles. If you're interested and want me to make more of these, let me know down below. And while you're around, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. I'm Raijin Rising. Have a good one.